clouds are low, the forest is alive, and every step ahead promises adventure. Welcome to the Western Ghats in full monsoon glory. Kurinjal Peak, a hidden gem deep inside Kudremukh National Park. Misty trails, leech-filled paths, roaring streams, and endless green. This is not your average hike. This is raw, wild, and absolutely worth every drop of rain. So grab your rain gear and join us as we chase the clouds, slip through the mud, and trek straight into one of Karnataka's most breathtaking monsoon experiences. Let's begin. Hi, friends, good evening. Welcome back to Folks on Wheels. Today we are in Chikmagalur for two amazing monsoon treks, Kurinjal and Gangadikal. Right now it's around 5 pm, and we're just about to reach our homestay that we booked. Today is Friday, so we're just going to relax and rest for the evening. Tomorrow morning, we'll be trekking to Kurinjal Peak, and on Sunday, we'll be doing the Gangadikal trek. Both these treks are a bit offbeat and peaceful, especially when you compare them to the more popular ones like Kudremukh, Netravati, or Bandaje. So if you're looking for a quieter monsoon trek with fewer crowds, then this video is for you. I'll be sharing the complete details, how to plan, where to stay, and how you can do both these treks by yourself. Look at the weather, yeah? It's full monsoon time now. We are doing this trek in July. Today is the first Friday of July, and the rains are really heavy here in Chikmagalur. But just look around. The beauty of the forest and hills in the rain is just amazing, really. At the same time, we are also a bit worried. If the rainfall increases too much, there is a chance that the forest department might cancel the trek for safety reasons. We already heard that a couple of treks like Etina Bhuja and others have been cancelled due to bad weather. So let's see how it goes. Fingers crossed. We reached our homestay, which is located near Samse and very close to our trekking starting point. The name of the place is Birakalmaki Homestay. They charged us 1,400 rupees per person, which included 3 meals, dinner, breakfast, and a packed lunch for the trek. Yes, the price felt slightly on the higher side, but during monsoon season, most homestays in this area are charging around 1,200 to 1,500 rupees anyway. The facilities were okay, nothing fancy, but comfortable enough. We got one room with 4 beds for sharing. The food was homely and tasty, simple local meals, but freshly cooked and satisfying. So I've shared the contact details in the description below. You can check them out if you're planning to come for this trek. This is our local guide. And yes, for doing the Kurinjal trek, a local guide is compulsory. Without a guide, the forest department will not allow you to enter the trail. Okay, let me explain the full trek process. You need to book the trek online through the Karnataka ecotourism website. I've shared the link in the description for your reference. The entry ticket costs 475 rupees per person, and the guide fee is separate. For a group of up to 10 people, the guide fee is around 1,000 rupees total. This guide fee you have to pay directly at the forest office on the day of the trek. We started from our homestay around 7 am and drove to the forest entry point, which is about 5 kilometers away. Actually, the entry time officially starts at 6 am, so we plan to be ready by then. But the homestay owner told us that the forest officials usually arrive only after 7 am. If you go early, you'll have to wait there. The homestay guy arranged a guide for us, which was helpful. But it's not compulsory to pre-arrange. Even if you go directly to the forest entry point, guides are available there, so no need to worry. That green building on the right side is the Kudremukh Forest Office. This is the main entry point to the Kudremukh National Park. Whether you're planning to do the Gangadikal trek or the Kurinjal trek, you have to come here first and take permission from the forest department. We reached here by around 7:15 a.m., but at that time no forest officials had arrived yet. On the ticket, they have mentioned that the entry time is between 6 a.m. and 11 a.m., but like many typical government offices in India, the officials here also came late. We were not the only ones. Some other trekkers also had come and were waiting patiently. After waiting for almost 1 hour, finally the forest staff came. Here, you have to show your booking ticket, an ID proof like Aadhaar or PAN card, and then pay 1000 rupees in cash for the guide. Please note, they do not accept online payments, so carry cash with you. Once all the formalities were completed, we started from there around 8:30 a.m. towards the trek starting point, which is called Bhagavati Nature Camp. This place is around 9 kilometers from the forest office, and the road goes right through the Kudremukh National Park. This whole area is a hidden treasure of the Western Ghats, full of greenery, wildlife, and natural beauty. But not many know that this place also had a big industrial past. Earlier, this region was home to one of India's largest iron ore mining operations run by a company called KIOCL, Kudremukh Iron Ore Company Limited. It was a government of India undertaking started in 1976 to extract the rich iron ore found here, especially magnetite. Mining work began fully in the early 1980s, and they built a 110-kilometer long pipeline to carry the iron ore slurry all the way to Mangalore, where it was processed and exported. By the late 1980s, the plant was producing around 3 to 3.5 million tons of iron pellets every year, mostly exported to China, Japan, and Taiwan. But over time, serious environmental damage started to show due to silt getting into rivers, deforestation, and harm to the sensitive ecosystem. Because of this, the Supreme Court of India ordered to stop all mining activities by the 31st of December 2005. After that, the once busy mining town slowly turned into a ghost town. Nature took over again, and today this place is more peaceful and beautiful than ever before, perfect for trekking, exploring, and reconnecting with nature. Now we have reached Bhagavati Nature Camp. Here, you have to show the entry slip that you got earlier from the forest office. The forest staff will also check your bags before you enter. One very important thing to remember: plastic items are not allowed inside the forest. That means you cannot carry plastic water bottles, chocolate wrappers, or even lunch that is packed in plastic covers. So please keep this in mind and use alternatives like steel or reusable containers. You also have to park your vehicle here before starting the trek. The parking charges are usually around 50 rupees for cars, 25 rupees for bikes, and maybe around 100 rupees for bigger vehicles like tempo travelers. This parking fee is collected at the forest office itself, along with the guide charges. So we have just started the trek. Yes, this is a monsoon trek, so if you're planning to come, be ready for full on rain. The trail is about 7 kilometers one way, so it's a total of 14 kilometers up and down. And it goes completely through dense forest, thick jungle all around. The rain here is not normal, it's just non stop. I've done a couple of monsoon treks in this region before, but this time, seriously, it's raining continuously without a break. Luckily, we came prepared for that. One more thing: this trail is very well known for leeches. In my earlier treks, I used to get maybe 2 or 3 leech bites. Not a big issue. But during our last trek to Nishani Mott, it was horrible. We saw literally hundreds and thousands of leeches crawling all over the trail. We even tried dental spray on our boots, but it didn't help much. And the worst part, those leech bites kept itching for almost 2 weeks. Really uncomfortable. So this time, we didn't take any chance. We ordered proper leech socks from Amazon, and we're all wearing them now. Hopefully, this time we won't face any major leech attack. Anyway, let's see how it goes.
landscape എടുക്കണം കണ്ടോ ഓൾറെഡി വരാം മതി
ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಫುಲ್ ರೆಸ್ಟು ವಾಪಸ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ರೋಡ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಬೇಸಿಗೆ ಅವರೇ ಬಂದು ತೆಗಿಬೇಕು.
How's the trail, guys? Really beautiful, right? We've completed about 3 kilometers so far, and it's been an awesome experience, especially if you enjoy walking through the forest. Even though we wore leech socks, we still found a few leeches on our hands. Not sure how they got there. Maybe it's because we were brushing against bushes or tree branches while walking. Still, the leech socks really worked well. Some leeches tried to crawl on us, but they couldn't bite through the fabric. This Kurinjal trail actually has a proper mud path that people regularly use to reach the top. It goes through thick forest and is quite peaceful. But today our guide took us on a detour through a more inner jungle path, which opened up into a clearing where we could see the beautiful Kudremukh hill range in the distance. That trail was a little tougher than the main route, but the views and the overall experience made it totally worth it. We were walking right along the edge of the hill. The strong wind and heavy rain made it a completely different kind of experience. Yes, it was fully covered in fog, so we couldn't see the distant hill ranges. Normally, in such heavy rain and fog, you can't expect clear views, but still, this experience was something else. Next level. We have almost reached the top of the mountain. This is the final stretch of the climb. This part may feel a little difficult, especially because it is a bit steep. But don't worry, it is not a very long section. In just 10 more minutes, we will reach the Kurinjal Peak, which is at a height of 5,751 feet above sea level. The overall trek is of moderate difficulty. That means it is manageable for both beginners who are new to trekking and also for experienced trekkers. Just take your time, walk carefully, and enjoy the view as you climb. Even from the top of the peak, we could not get clear views. We waited there for some time, hoping the mist would clear, but unfortunately, no luck. Meanwhile, other trekkers also started reaching the peak. Since it was getting a bit crowded, we decided to begin our descent. There is not much space at the summit, so if too many people come together, it becomes quite difficult to even stand properly. The forest officials allow around 300 people per day for this trek. In fact, the forest guard told us that all tickets for today were fully booked. So many more trekkers were still on their way up. We were lucky to be the first batch to reach the peak today. As you can see, more and more people are coming up now. Our guide mentioned that on Sundays and holidays, this stretch becomes very crowded, and it takes more time and effort to reach the top. There is a small house down there where we can sit and eat our packed lunch. So now, we are heading there. That place was earlier used as a wireless station during the time when KIOCL was operational in this area. Now, it is in a ruined condition, abandoned and slowly falling apart. Up to this point, there is a proper jeep road, and most people take this route while coming to the trek. It is a very easy walk, mostly flat and straight. But while coming up, we took a detour, a slightly different route, to enjoy better views. However, while returning, we will use the main jeep trail to come down more easily. We had our lunch here which was packed for us from the homestay. It was delicious puliogare, that typical homemade style made by Kannadigas. The taste was really amazing, simple, authentic, and full of flavor. Now I'll show you the return trail from here. Just follow along with us. And just like that, our beautiful journey to Kurinjal Peak has come to an end. We walked through heavy rain, misty forests, slippery, leech filled paths, and came back with unforgettable memories. This monsoon trek was not just about climbing a hill, it was a true experience from the heart. The green forest trails, the peaceful silence of the jungle, and the changing skies reminded us how alive and magical the Western Ghats become during the rainy season. Every step we took in the slush and every breath of that cool, fresh mountain air made us feel deeply connected to nature, calm, peaceful, and fully present in the moment. Kurinjal is not only about reaching the top, it's about what the journey does to your heart and soul. If you are someone who enjoys quiet, meaningful adventures, then this trail is calling you too. The only thing we missed this time was the clear valley view at the top because of the thick mist. So, we are already planning to come back again after the monsoon when the skies are clear. I hope this video helped you in planning your own Kurinjal trek. If you have any doubts or questions, feel free to ask in the comment section below. We will try our best to help you, but our trekking journey doesn't stop here. Tomorrow, we are heading for the Gangadikal trek. Hopefully, that will be another wonderful experience. So stay tuned for the next video. Until the next trail, the next mountain, and the next story. Thank you so much for being part of this monsoon adventure. If this journey touched your heart even a little, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It really motivates us to keep exploring and sharing these beautiful places with you.